off with this. I have an opinion on it. It's been a little controversial, but I want to talk about it nonetheless. So this right here, Victor Wembanyama was recently expected to undergo surgery following the deep vein thrombosis. Hopefully I said that right. In his right shoulder. French national team coach Frederic announced it today, adding he's hopeful that Wemby will participate in the Eurobasket tournament this season, or this summer, sorry. He's motivated to be a part of the team. So, just objectively, just taking what this is saying, one thing that I take from it, which is hopeful just in general, that's a good thing, is that he does believe that Wemby will be able, or he's leaning on the positive end that he will be able to participate in Eurobasket basketball, right? So that's saying that by this summer, which we kind of saw that with the timetable anyways, but this summer, Victor will be fine to go. He'll be able to play basketball. He'll be able to work out. He'll be able to build strength. That's one thing that's really important. So that's one thing to take away from this. The other thing to take away from this is that Wemby might still try to play Euro basketball. So those are the two things. Number one, he'll be healthy. Number two, he might actually do it. So let me go ahead and say this. I'm trying my best to be empathetic towards, Victor and Euro basketball fans or whatnot. And I do understand the importance of this. Well, maybe I can't necessarily understand the importance of this. But I do recognize that this means a lot to a lot of people, and I recognize that this means a lot to Victor Wembanyama, right? And I'm not going to be one of those people that say, we pay you, you need to do this, right? I don't pay Vic. I don't, okay? So I'm gonna take it from two different approaches, okay? Number one, if I'm the San Antonio Spurs, I'm the front office, I'm saying, Vic, you do whatever you want, right? Like, you want to keep your superstars happy. You don't want to make them feel restrained. You don't want to make them feel like they missed out on something as important as this for themselves, right? Like, if I'm the Spurs, I don't want him to feel that way. And if it means that it's a summer in which he doesn't get to develop to as much we want him to develop, then so be it. We wait another season, and then he can truly build that strength, right? So that's how I would approach it if I'm the Spurs, because I think some people have mixed up what I've said, that they're saying, well, the Spurs definitely shouldn't do that. Like, they should let him be him, and they should let. I completely agree with that. All right, completely agree. Thanks for the super chat, Andrew. Thank you, man. Completely agree with that. But as a fan, okay, so that's the Spurs angle. All right, if I worked for him, that's what I would be saying. Do whatever you want, Vic. As a Spurs fan, I would much rather him take this summer to be healthy, build some strength, get ready for next season. That's what I would want. Me personally, I would not. If the Olympics was this year, I would not be saying this. Okay, I feel like the Olympics was a huge deal, and I know this is a big deal too. But just as a fan, I was like, okay, this is a huge deal. He just has to do that. But with this man, I just don't want Victor playing any basketball. As a fan, I would much rather him just work out. I guess workout includes playing basketball. But I'd rather him work out, build his strength, try to find some go-to moves. Just something to be ready for next season, because I really do believe in this team next season. Like, really believe in this team next season. Like, I will be on the board. I know I wasn't at the beginning of this season. I wasn't during this season. But I will be completely in the camp of the San Antonio Spurs are going to be in the playoffs, and they are going to be competing. That's where I will be next season, okay? I will be arguing with people that say we're not good enough for the playoffs. I'm not going to agree with that, all right? I can see it. I can see it. We have even enough talent right now that I would say the Spurs could potentially, if healthy, and they played together with Fox for a minute, that they will be able to make a run for the playoffs, right? So I'm fully expected the Spurs to make the playoffs next season. If it's a first round exit, second round exit, whatever, I feel like a second round exit will be pushing it. More than likely a first round exit, but I won't just assume that. But I am fully on board that the Spurs are going to be ready for a playoff run, right? So that's where I'm at. So I would much rather Wemby. Oh, thanks. Dang, wait, is that Andrew again? Andrew, what the heck? Thanks, bro. Thanks for the super chat. Andrew says, hey, Clan, go Spurs, go. And then the other thing he said was Castle Rookie of the Year, Area 51 is going to be awesome. True. Like, I believe in this team. I believe in all these guys, right? For the most part. Okay, for the most part. I won't go into it. But that's where I'm at, right? And I feel like a lot of people have, because here, let me go to what I posted here. By the way, follow me on Letterboxd. It's Clan the Film Fan on Letterboxd. So yeah, I posted this and I said, you know, I've tried to be empathetic when it comes to Wemby playing Euro ball, but I'm going to be selfish and double down. This is the fan talking to me. I don't want Wemby playing ball this summer. We need him to recover and build strength for next season. I think this will only slow down his development. Truly do believe that. But let's see here. So we got a few points here, and I want to go over it, okay? Because I don't want to be just in my own head. I'm not. When I really do believe something, I will fight people on it. But this is one of those things that, hey, if you disagree, I'm not gonna fight too much because I understand the importance of the Spurs allowing him to play, right? So Point Made Basketball says, you know how much he talks about how much seeing Tony Parker inspired him. I think he wants to inspire the next generation in the same way, and he just loves the game so much that he can't turn down the opportunity to do so. I completely agree. Like I said, if I'm the San Antonio Spurs, I'm saying you do you. All right, you do you, boo, as the young ladies would say. I think it's worrying, but it should help him. Okay, so he kind of agrees with me, but it should help him get into next season without carrying a ton of rust. Yeah, possibly. I mean, he went to the Olympics, and I would say that he was very rusty even when he came back from the Olympics, right? So I don't think that there's a guarantee in that. Just hoping it doesn't turn into a Yao Ming situation where his body can't sustain the level of work he's putting into it. All right. So he both basically agrees. Let's see. Urameshi says, I was all for Wemby doing whatever he wanted during his off time, but after the what does this mean, guys? DVT? What does DVT mean, chat? I'm not quite sure. I think he should take this summer off to come back slowly so he can recover properly instead of rushing back to play for Euro. Okay. DVT is his clots. Oh, deep vein. Okay. I'm stupid. Why? All right. I think we explained that. 110% in agreement. Oh, wait. Okay. It's actually quite a few people that agree then. Dude needs to work on some things, and playing more games isn't one of them right now. All right. So here's okay. I can see right off the bat that this is where I'm saying, like, if I'm the Spurs, I'm not thinking this way. You're going to frustrate him. Playing for his national team means a lot. You should be proud of him for that. Take it as a good way to prepare for next season. The big dude needs to play. I don't think he needs to play Euroball, but if I'm the Spurs, yeah, don't frustrate him. But as a fan, I don't think we have that much of an impact on frustrating him or not. You don't get it, buddy. Thank you. You added so much to the conversation. He doesn't care what you want and will do whatever he wants. Once again, added so much to the conversation. He needs to play his way into shape. He's been resting all season. Got it. Let's see. We'll just read a few more. He should be here. We just click on it. He should be ramping up by then anyways. He hasn't played in over a month, and there's still months to go. If he really wants to play, then let him. This isn't Joel Embiid we're talking about. Okay. All right, let's see. Here we go. It's barely 2 weeks of basketball, and in September, if he's not fully recovered by then, how can we expect him by October? Is this 100% true? Vane says it's only 2 weeks of basketball. I could be wrong. Well, this person said that as well. If it true, well, okay, so it's only 2 weeks of basketball, but how much preparation do you have for this? Like how, because will he be playing? Like, I just need to know, maybe I need to know a little bit more specifics here. Clan health first, muscle up, work on the go-to shot selection. That's the stuff I care about. I'm just wondering how much time, because it's not like he's going to show up and they play right off the bat, right? Like, he's going to be with them for a while, right? That's my main thing, is him being separated from the Spurs. Anyway, build his rapport with his teammates. He's going to have plenty of rapport. That's not something I'm really worried about, Frosty. I still feel he needs to work on it. I also want Wemby happy. Yeah, I want Wemby happy too. I'm okay with it as long as he doesn't force it or mess up his body in some way. Okay. But it's not just about, for me, it's not just about the span in which they'll be playing in the tournament. It's more so how much time is going to be allocated to this, right? Like getting ready for that tournament in particular, playing with those, teammates. I just don't think it's really that advantageous for the San Antonio Spurs. That's just me as a fan, but even the part of my fan side is like, hey, I'll enjoy watching it. I will watch it. Anyways. He says, also, how can playing competitive ball slow down his development? I felt like even though I think the Olympics was important, and I don't regret, man, why would I have a regret? But I'm not like angry about it or anything. But I definitely think this year slow down his development a little bit going to the Olympics. I think that, but someone says he needs to cross train, develop his strength. Playing ball takes away from being fully committed to strength training. You can't really be fully committed, but I got what he's saying. He needs to cross train but be fully committed to strength training. Yeah, cross train means switching up from playing basketball competitively and cross over to focusing on strength. His lack of strength is his biggest weakness. Oh, I see the problem. That's not what cross-training means. Strength training is also part of every player's regimen. So they cross-train all season. He also has stood up to bigger players all season. Stood up to bigger players all season? Not quite. I don't quite know what he means by that. I mean, all season long, if Wemby is slightly inconvenienced in his spot on the court, if someone gives him a little bit of resistance, he passes up the ball. Like, he's moved off his spots very easily. I don't really know what he means by that. I don't know. He is getting a large break, so I'm worried about his conditioning. Their ball is slower paced, so it might help him prepare for NBA speed. Okay, that's a good point as well. That's a good point. Like I said, I'm not angry about it. Those are just my initial thoughts, right? Like, I'm a person very much so that I can be swayed. Like, you give me new information, and accurate information, I'll sway my opinion on things, right? I'm not going to just hold to an opinion just because. I think that that's a little foolish. And I do that with everything in life as well. So if it's good information, if it's accurate information, I'll adjust my beliefs on it. It's just my initial reaction is another summer of Wemby focusing in on competitive ball and not necessarily focusing in on areas of his game that's going to help the Spurs. That's my initial reaction. But not saying I'm completely right, not saying I'm wrong either. But anyways, if people see, I'll upload this segment at some point. If people see this video and you have any thoughts on it, leave it below. And shout out to the chat during this live stream, giving your 2 cents as well.